Happy Friday evening to all of my chick babes and chick fur babies. So happy Friday evening. Oh, might as well say happy Friday night because it is what 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. So we're gonna do a nice nighttime skincare routine and chit chat. We're gonna be talking about it's so much to talk about. We're going to be talking about P. Diddy. We're going to be talking about Nelly and more. There's so much to talk about. So I'm going to wait and let y'all start coming in. Hope everyone is having a fabulous night so far. So far, so good. So I'm going to start the products that we'll be using tonight for our nighttime skincare routine is none other than Mario Badiscu. I love this. This is the seaweed cleansing soap. Okay. And we will follow up with the toner. Follow up with the toner. And we're going to be using our brightening serum. Now, I am in love with this already. I have some uneven skin tone in certain places here and there. And so I went to Ulta Beauty and I asked them for something that will help blend my skin together. And they suggested none other than Good Molecules. So we'll be using this serum, okay? And of course, we have to do our facial spray, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me dampen my face just a little before. I always like to wash before I wash. I like to lather my skin a little with some fresh water. Okay, so when you're using this, and you can purchase this Mario Badiscu, his care line. You can purchase it, of course, at Ulta Beauty, and you can also purchase it at Sephora. Yes, and you can also buy it online. Thanks for joining. Happy Friday. So we're going to start out with just a little, just a little. Yeah, that's a little. That's enough right there. Okay. And we're going to just, and you want to be careful because you don't want to get it in your eyes, okay? You don't want to get it in your eyes. So happy Friday. How is everyone doing? Can I get some thumbs up in the chat? Get some thumbs up in the chat and invite your friends. Invite your friends to the live chat, to the live. We're going to be talking about P. Diddy, Nelly, and more. Thank y'all for joining. Thanks for joining. Are y'all commenting? Because I don't see anything. Y'all put something in the chat. And so everyone knows that Diddy is locked up, okay? I bet no one, especially Diddy, thought that he would get locked up for his crimes. And his crimes goes all the way back, actually, to his high school days. All the way back to high school. I mean, not high school, college years. Yes. With one of his girlfriends, beating up one of his girlfriends. Mm-hmm. He go all the way back. So he should have been dealt with way back then before he even got into the music industry. Okay? With his foolishness. And then, of course, the most famous, now before that, it has been hearsay that he was involved with Biggie murder, allegedly, with Tupac allegedly being murdered, and so many, and Kim, okay, and Kim Porter, and so now they say that they found some manuscript that Kim supposedly had written. I really wish that Kim would have written the book. Then people wouldn't be making up things. Because you know what? There is people, and everybody, y'all probably know who I'm talking about. Corinne Steffen. She wrote a book, I think it was in the early 2000s, Video Vixen. And she talked about Hollywood and all the key players. And not just Hollywood, politicians too, big wheels that she slept with, you know. And so if she could come out with a tell-all book, I don't know what was hindering Kim Porter from writing it. I don't know if she felt that would stop her coins, but now her life is gone. Now, before Kim got with Diddy, Kim was with Al B. Sure. And Al B. Sure and Kim was really in love, because if y'all are my age, 54, he wrote a song about her called Forever My Lady. Sure enough. And I'm telling you right now, when a man write a song about you, you are really something, okay? You are really something to him. So kudos to Al B. Sure. And Al B. Sure still looking good, y'all. And so, okay, let me rinse this. Okay, I'm doing a good deep rinse. Still warm water. Okay. Okay, y'all. I had to rinse, so we got to rinse. Most of it, at least. We got to rinse good. So, y'all, I do my skincare routine morning and night. How often are y'all doing y'all skincare? You should do it morning and night. You don't have to do it no 3 times a day. Just morning and night. So, yes, so it's speculations that he is behind Biggie's death and Pac's death. And everything is really going to come together, even though he's charged with what? Sex trafficking and racketeering. All of that stuff is going to end up coming out. It's only one victim that's coming out, that's going to be on prosecuting side, out of all the people he have harmed, and y'all, think about, okay, let's go to the famous New York, I think it was in New York, it was, nightclub shooting. That woman is still alive. And she told them, she said it herself. Now, y'all could go back and watch this interview yourself. She's all over the internet. Thanks for tuning in. She said that she told everybody, that she told the authorities, and she told the people at the hospital, okay, that Shine did not shoot her. Shine did not shoot her. She told them that it was Puffy that shot her. See, people think they could do things and get away with it, but let me tell you something. You may get away with some things down here with the judges on this earth, but the judge, the Almighty Most High, he's the judge over the whole earth. He even is over the judges on the earth. Okay? Okay? So no one gets away with anything. And Judgment Day is here. Now, so many people is going to be going to court because he's not going down by himself. Sex trafficking, what else I said? Anyway, he's charged with 3 charges, and he darn sure didn't do none of it by himself. Okay? He didn't do it by himself. So, he's going to drop names because just that, because they got him under the RICO Act, and that right there alone is going to carry a good 15 years, right, to life, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to carry at least 15 years. Now, this is our toner, okay? So you cleanse first, and then you use your toner. Now, I'm going to go to Sephora. Not Sephora. Well, either Sephora or Ulta Beauty. Most likely Ulta Beauty. And get the other toner, because it's another toner. They have another toner, Mario Badiscu, that has, that has witch hazel in it. Okay? And y'all know witch hazel is no joke. Now, when I'm doing my skincare routines, because I got sensitive skin, it may sting me sometime, but not all the time. But not all the time. But yeah. And Shine spent 9 years in prison because of Puffy. Because he wasn't the one that shot him. Now, Puffy, them 9 years that Shine spent for Puffy gonna be spending them 9 years back. See, God don't play. He gonna send it right back to you. He's the biggest and baddest return to sender that ever lived. So see, Shine can sit up there and say he's not holding no grudge, but the Most High hold grudge, and you gonna pay for everything you damn do. We all are. Sure enough here. Most certainly is. He wronged so many people. He didn't pay any of his artists. He's behind a lot of dead bodies. You got Shakir Stewart. Are y'all familiar with Shakir Stewart? Any of you? Well, Shakir Stewart, he was in the music industry. One of the executive, he moved up into this nice executive position, and he was interested in Kim. And of course, Puffy got mad. I don't know what the hell Puffy got mad for. Puffy's not married to no Kim. They never been married. Okay? Now, I remember this. This was around 2018 through 2019. But anyway, Shakir Stewart, he was found dead. Okay. They claim he committed suicide. He didn't commit no darn suicide. That's a bold-faced lie. He did not. Okay, and we're gonna. Okay, now let's talk about. So everything is still developing about Puffy. You know, they arrested him in the hotel, some fancy hotel, of course, in New York City, and everybody wondering why they arrested him in New York City when, well, it was one or the other. You know, Miami. It was either going to be Florida, California, or New York. I guess because I guess New York has the hardest court system. I guess. And I think that's where Cassie filed at her court papers, her lawsuit against them. So yeah, so it's going to be so many victims coming out, uh, testifying, and he thought he was going to bond out. No, baby. No, I heard allegedly he's going to be sacrificed for those big heads, for those big head record executives. Now let me tell you something. Everything that Puffy is involved in, he learned it from somebody else. Racketeering, sex trafficking, all of that kind of whatever the charges were. I know sex trafficking was one of them, and the RICO Act. Okay, he did not do those things by himself, so I know that Puffy is not going to go down by himself because he didn't do it by himself. Mm-mm. Now, at first, I said to myself, how can they get him from trafficking? He didn't drive nobody from one state to the next, but I forgot he had a private jet. Y'all, I forgot all about that private jet he had. So, So we'll see. You got so many victims going to be coming out. At least 50? Is it 50 victims? It's more, he got more than 50 victims. It's gonna be people coming out of the woodwork. Okay, now let's go on. Let's talk about Judge Mathis now. Judge Mathis, his wife, just up and divorced his ass after 39 years for nothing that couldn't be reconciled for something that she's already been dealing with for 39 years. So say for instance, if allegedly, let's just say for example, let's just say the judge is cheated on her. Well, she could deal with that. With all the years they've been married, she could deal with that. Not that it's okay for him to do it, but that's not something that especially at their age, that's not something. And if he was cheating on her, he would have done that way back when. Because he's way too old for that. Okay? And other things. So allegedly, he's associated with Puffy, and a lot of people is associated with this Puffy situation because Puffy had those white parties, and I remember those white parties. Puffy and I are the same age, 54. 54, okay? And everyone remember those famous white parties that Puffy did back in the day. But we didn't know what was going on at those famous white parties. We didn't know. I think I'm gonna put. I be wondering. I'm definitely going to put on my serum. But should I put the serum on and then the mist? We're going to do the serum and then the mist. Yeah. So everybody know that Judge Mathis is getting a divorce. Yeah, she gonna divorce him because things is heating up. So allegedly, he's on those tapes. And I wouldn't be surprised there's a lot of people on those tapes, prominent people. Prominent people. They, prominent people. You got politicians. And y'all remember, he helped endorse Obama. Because he was one of the ones telling us young people back then to get out and vote for Obama. Mm-hmm. So it's some real higher ups that did it and pissed off somewhere, and they just threw with him. Let's see if he's gonna, and after they finish with him, then the rest of them gonna come down. Jay-Z, Beyonce, all of them, because he wasn't at them parties by himself. Think about back in the day, y'all, when those stars was adopting all of those kids. This is the same thing. Also, honey, he's going to be bringing down a lot of people. Y'all remember Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt? But y'all know what? Brad Pitt got the heck away from Angelina Jolie, didn't he? Brad Pitt said he ain't finna get caught up in no mess. So all of Hollywood is going to get shook. And the politicians. Everybody in that world is going to get it. Because we all were wondering, why was they adopting all those kids? But you know what? People sacrifice kids to Moloch. And that's what whoever they worship requires, is a human sacrifice. And we were all prepped, including myself, to accept and believe in human sacrificing. Because you take, for example, being in religions, and we all have been. I'm no longer in religions. I have returned back to the covenant of the Most High and I, the Creator. But when in religions, they teach you that a human sacrifice was done for your sins. They said that some Jesus died on the cross for your sins, which is not so. No one died for anybody's sins. We, us Hebrews, we're paying for our own sins. That's why we are here. And not only are we here in America, but when the Most High, see what happened with us, this is our true history. That's why it's not in the history books. Our history book is the Old Testament. Okay? And we are the 12 tribe of Israel. And so, and we're from Israel. So just go back and read the story. But in a nutshell, the reason that we end up being put out of our land was because the Most High punished us for breaking the covenant. Remember, he said, I am your God and you are my people. Do not worship no other. Now, for one while, our ancestors was obedient to the Most High, kept his law, statutes, and commandments. And then I guess they got beside themselves because the Most High was so good to them. Everything they asked for, they got it. And that's why the Most High said, don't forget where you come from. Don't forget that I'm your provider. You didn't provide any of that stuff for yourself. Okay? So, so moving on. Let's move on. And so, anyway, yes, Judge Mathis, it's a lot of people involved. The Kardashians. So y'all get ready for all the bombshells. Cat Williams said it the best. He said it in January that 2024 is going to be a heck of a year. Everything is going to be exposed. Everything and everyone is going to be exposed. And he did not lie. So yeah, so I just apply the good molecules. I really love it. And I love the way this feels on my skin. Okay. So it says apply a few drops morning and night before oils and moisturizers. Let absorb for 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah. And yeah. She wasn't going to just up and divorce him after 39 years for nothing. Oh, no. Allegedly, he's on those tapes. A lot of people is on those tapes, okay? Now, let's move on to Nelly. Nelly is being sued. This just came out yesterday or early this morning. Nelly is being sued by his ex-band members, the Saint Lunatics, saying that they wasn't paid royalties like they should have been from the music that they did with Nelly. Now, you know what? Let me tell you, we're going to make this real short. I'm not going to wait no 20-something years to go after somebody for my money. If you did me wrong, if I supposed to be getting some money, I'm going to come to you for my money right then. I'm not going to wait 20 years to do it. But I guess because all of this stuff going with Puffy and everybody's getting some strength to stand up for themselves now, they're standing up for themselves now. So I guess I could kind of understand that a little bit. Yeah. So I tell you, this is going to be a very exciting time. Everything and everybody is, those who are due punishment is going to get punished by the Most High, and those of us that's due justice, he's going to get justice for us. So enough is. That feels good though. It feels good. Now I'm going to darn sure get a. I didn't want to spray in my mouth. A good. Oh, y'all, let me finish this. Okay. Think about it, y'all. Wendy Williams. If Wendy Williams is still on that couch, and now this is just my thoughts, so I'm going to say allegedly. Someone did something to Wendy Williams because they knew what was coming down the pipes with Puffy. Okay? Now just think about it. If Wendy Williams was still on her show and in her right mind, those hot topics will be blowing the roof off of that building. Those hot topics would have made Wendy a billionaire straight from that doggone pink chair. And let me say this. Y'all remember did y'all see that clip when Judge Mathis was in the airport? Now, do any of y'all remember that famous interview with Judge Mathis and Wendy Williams? So the first thing that came to my mind when I heard that Judge Mathis and his wife Linda was getting divorced, that's the first thing that came to my mind. That's the first thing that came to everybody's mind that's familiar. Y'all, if you're not familiar with it, go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to it, y'all. That woman didn't just up and divorce him for nothing, because he's going to jail. He's going to jail. And y'all, let me tell you someone else. And I am really disappointed in my I wouldn't say colleagues, but my age group, my people, because Puff was my people, because we same age. L.A. Reid them, boy, back in the 90s and 2000s, man. Ooh, those were the days. Everybody music was popping. Everybody music was popping. That was music back then. But let me tell you, the latest is that Kevin Liles, soon as Puffy got locked up on Tuesday, that's the same day that Kevin Liles, one of the record executives, resigned. He resigned, not stepped down, he resigned. Because The bad boy label was under his company, was under Kevin Lyle's company. So he know he's going to court. So I thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Can I get some hearts? And please subscribe. Please subscribe. Okay? Please subscribe. And please be sure to shop with us at the Cheek Babes and Fur Baby Boutique.myshopify.com. And you can also see my shop store right there on the camera as well. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and happy Friday. Enjoy your night. If you're going out, y'all be safe. I'm going to be relaxing. Bye-bye.